Good afternoon, Arkansas Tech fans, and welcome to another edition of the Tech Sports Report. I'm your host, Matt Jenkins. This is your first time watching the Tech Sports Report. This is your one destination for all things Arkansas Tech athletics. We'll have recaps and highlights from all of the past week's activities, coach and player interviews, as well as a look ahead to the upcoming Arkansas Tech athletic events. First off, here on the Tech Sports Report, we're going to preview the Arkansas Tech Golden Suns volleyball team. The Golden Suns come into 2016 fresh off a third straight GAC regular season championship, and this year they are predicted to be the league favorites in the GAC preseason coaches poll. 8 letter winners returned for the Arkansas Tech Golden Suns, and leading the way will be 3 seniors, McCall Wilkins, Kaylee Kinsella, and Haley Owen. Head coach Kristy will match that experience with perhaps the deepest recruiting class in program history. Setter Sarah Rosinski and defensive specialist Maddie Dix joined the Tech program after playing at Lone Star Conference member Midwestern State. While 7 freshmen will also join the program and look to make their mark on the Arkansas Tech volleyball program. The Golden Suns will open their 2016 campaign Friday, September 2nd at a Christian Brothers tournament in Memphis, Tennessee. The Golden Suns home opener will be September 13th as they go up against conference foe Southern Arkansas. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the head coach of the Arkansas Tech volleyball team, Kristy here on set with us. You're watching the Tech Sports Report.
I knew I'd follow my heart into the Arkansas Tech nursing program, but I didn't know I'd fall in love with the campus.
I knew I would check out international business, but I didn't know I could check out a mountain bike.
I knew Tech had plenty of degrees that matched my interest.
But I didn't know I wanted to study pre-med.
Or pre-law.
I knew Arkansas Tech had an impressive history,
but I didn't know that my professors would look out for my future.
Tech has one of the highest graduation rates in the state. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back to the Tech Sports Report. I'm Matt Jenkins. I'm here alongside Golden Suns volleyball head coach Kristy. Coach, how are you doing today?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Ready for 2016?
I'm ready.
Well, let's talk a little bit about 2015. Yeah, the Golden Suns had a very successful year, 26-7, 15-1 in conference, and your third straight GAC regular season championship. That season was incredible to watch, and just talk about that team that you had last year.
They were such a fun group to coach. We just had a phenomenal regular season. We were just kind of on a roll. Although we had so many good things going on for us, we did just kind of leave the season on just kind of a sour note at the conference tournament. That still stays with us. It's almost like a dagger in the heart that we just have not gotten over yet, which in my opinion is kind of good motivation heading into the 2016 season.
And just like you said, you have you're a preseason favorite back in the JC, have a lot of returning talent, Hunter Eschnar, Madison Nagel, Kaylee Kinsella. Just talk about the players that you have coming back, because you have a lot of senior leadership coming back to lend to not necessarily youngsters, but you have a lot of young talent coming in.
We do. We have a great balance of strong returners and a large, solid recruiting class. Hunter just looks unbelievable. If you thought Hunter was good last year, how she has looked in the first 2 weeks of practice is amazing. I've been coaching at the Division II level a long time, and she will be one of the best outside hitters at the Division II level I've ever seen. So she's just going to be a treat to watch and see develop. Maddie Nagel, she does some unbelievable things defensively. Her freshman campaign, she had a strong freshman campaign. Once you make a name for yourself defensively, teams tend to go away from you, and that's kind of what they did her sophomore year. They served away from her. They hit away from her. I think she may have been a little frustrated with that, but she in practice has just is more aggressive. She's reading well. I think that she's going to be a huge defensive threat for us against other teams. McCall Wilkins stayed up here all summer. She trained. She's a great athlete to start with. On top of that, she's in great physical condition. She provides competitiveness to our practices and energy. She pushes her teammates. So she's really taken on that leadership role. And as you mentioned, Kaylee has been a strong offensive presence for us. She will be a 4-year starter for us. It's nice to have someone that has that experience on the court. And she's ended preseason on a very strong note.
How beneficial is it to a coaching staff to have such good senior leadership? Not necessarily senior leadership, but just kids that have been there for 3-4 years to help the younger girls out.
From a coaching perspective, it's easier on me because they inform the girls what to do. They help them with drills. The girls can go to them. Someone like Haley Owen. She's always talking. She always has high energy. She's always helping her teammates out. She's so positive. So having people like that makes my job a lot easier.
Absolutely. So you talked about it a second ago, kind of ended 2015 on a sour note in the conference tournament, but it's still a successful year.
It is.
So I'm sure there's high expectations heading into 2016.
Every year there's high expectations for us as, Arkansas Tech. We're always going to have, the target on our back, and I'm okay with that. We're comfortable on that role. I think 2015 was a little bit of a wake-up call for us because we were just kind of coasting with wins, and I think we were taking winning for granted. I really think we were. So kind of at that conference tournament, it was really a wake-up call for us. So, we know we have to work. We know winning is not just because we step on the court when we're in green and yellow. That doesn't mean that we automatically get the win. So, not to be cliche, but, a loss is never a loss unless you've learned something from it, and we've definitely learned something.
And sometimes, you see it in all sports, sometimes a loss can be a good thing. It can be good in the long run of things.
It is. It's hard to see in the moment, but upon reflection, it can be a good thing.
Absolutely. And you guys are in the middle of fall practice right now.
Yes.
What are some of the takeaways you've seen during your 2-a-day practices, your scrimmages?
Yes, we are definitely competitive. We're so deep this year. We have a lot of talent in every position. We're so deep in every position that it's going to have to be a battle every day at practice to see the floor. And I like that. I like having competitive practices. Sometimes when we're playing, the group on the other side of the net is going to be better than the teams that we're facing in competition. So that's definitely something a coach wants to see.
And you opened up the season September 2nd in Memphis, taking on St. Joseph's College. What did the Golden Suns need to do to come away with the victory, start the season 1-0?
I really think, in this first tournament, we just need to focus on our side of the net. Usually in the preseason tournaments, you don't know a lot about your opponents. It's very different than conference play where you prepare. We prepare on our side of the net, so cutting down on unforced errors, making sure that we have tenacity defensively, making sure that we're communicative, we're keeping our energy up. And as anyone that's watched volleyball knows that it's very much a momentum sport. So making sure that we keep that momentum and we maintain that momentum throughout the whole match and never dip down. And
you'll have a couple preseason tournaments, then you'll open up at home September 13th against Southern Arkansas. That'll be a big one.
That will be a big one. Actually, any of our conference opponents are going to be a big one. It's our conference. This is the best, in my prediction, this will be the best that our conference has looked since the inception of our conference. The first year in 2011, we had a very solid team. And we would go on the road, and our goal would be, okay, we're going to beat this. Obviously, we're going to beat this team 3-0, but we're going to keep it under 45 minutes. So that was kind of our mentality in 2011. Fast forward 2016, our mentality is we're going this road trip. We got to come away with 2 wins. I don't care how we do it. We just got to do it. So the conferences, the coaches are strong. They're recruiting better talent. It's becoming more of a respectable volleyball conference, so it's going to be tough.
Awesome. Well, Coach, good luck in 2016.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We're going to have full highlights for you for every Arkansas Tech Golden Suns volleyball game right here on the Tech Sports Report every week. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be previewing the Golden Suns golf team. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you a Tech sports fan? Then it's time for you to get rewarded with the Fight On Rewards app. Check into Tech athletic events to earn points and redeem for awesome prizes. You can also interact on social media, fan polls, and post pictures through our fan cam. The app is now available for free through the App Store or the Google Play Store. Looking to get the inside stories of Arkansas Tech athletics? Then be sure to subscribe to Tech Talk, the official podcast of Arkansas Tech Sports. Available for free right now on iTunes.
Welcome back to the Tech Sports Report. Next up here on the show, we're going to preview the Arkansas Tech Golden Suns golf team. The Golden Suns are coming off a 2015-16 GAC regular season championship and their fourth straight appearance in the NCAA regionals. Anna Franzen was named 2016 GAC Player of the Year, and head coach Amy Anderson earned GAC Coach of the Year honors. 4 golfers were placed on the 2016 All-GAC team, including Caroline Fredensborg, who placed 3rd in the NCAA Central Regional Tournament and 39th at the NCAA National Championship Tournament. 6 student athletes returned to the Golden Suns roster from last season, including Fredensborg, Franzen, and Pia Nubankdi, who took first place in last year's GAC Conference Tournament. Tech also welcomes 2 golfers, Mackenzie Douglas from Clarksville, Arkansas, and Holly Standing from Ashford, England. Women's golf opens the 2016-17 season on Tuesday, September 6th at Prairie Highlands Golf Club in Olathe, Kansas, as the Golden Suns compete in the Central Regional Fall Preview hosted by GAC Conference member Southwestern Oklahoma. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will have the head coach of the golf team, Amy Anderson, joining us on set. You're watching the Tech Sports Report.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of 1 student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved. Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
Welcome back to the Tech Sports Report. I'm Matt Jenkins. We're here with Golden Suns golf coach Amy Anderson. Coach, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much.
Y'all ready for 2016?
We are ready to get started.
Before we get there, let's talk about 2015 because across the board, 2015 and 16 was a very successful year for the Golden Suns. Just talk about that success you guys had last year.
Last year we had a totally new group of girls. I had 3 girls come in that were brand new to the program, replacing 3 former girls that were pretty much our leaders and had kind of built some of the success that we had. So it was really just so exciting for us to be able to win the Gulf South Conference, go on to regionals, do well there with such a young group and pretty much a brand new team.
And one of those girls that really had a successful year, Caroline Fredensborg, placed 3rd in the NCAA Central Regional and 39th in the National Championship Tournament. What a year that Caroline had just on her own on a single side.
Right, could not be more proud of Caroline. She had worked so hard leading up to that point, and she had some setbacks at the beginning of last year, the fall semester, and then that spring semester. Finally, everything just came together for her, and she was one of our leading players probably the last 4 tournaments.
And I'm sure she has high expectations heading into 2016 as well.
I think she wants to be able to capitalize on what she did last year at the end of the year, but really, I think she just wants to go out there and try her best to play some good golf.
Absolutely.
We talk about not setting super high expectations and really just go out there and hit the golf ball and see what happens. And I think that's where her mindset is right now.
And also last year, too, you were named GAC Coach of the Year, a tremendous honor, I'm sure, and I'm sure you'll one hold close to you for a long time.
It's always an honor to win the Coach of the Year awards. It's a nice compliment from your peers, and but really it's just attributes to the success of my players.
Absolutely, and you got a good crop of players coming into 2016, kind of like you mentioned, and you're also picked the preseason favorite in the GAC Coaches Poll, 6 returning on this year's roster, and also welcoming 2 new Golden Sons. Just talk about the 2 new Golden Sons we could be seeing on the golf course this year.
We do. We have the exact same team as last year, with the exception of the 2 new additions that we have. Holly Standing is from England. She actually went 2 years at junior college at Tyler Junior College, and we have Mackenzie Douglas from Clarksville. She'll be a freshman with us this year, so excited to have both of them.
Is there anywhere you'd like to see any of your players of the whole team as a whole kind of improve from 15 to 16? I mean, you had a successful year in 15, but I'm sure every coach has there's always somewhere where a team can improve heading into a new season.
We have a lot of improvement that we can do. At the beginning of the year last year, again, everybody was so new, so it took a little bit of time to get used to how college golf really operates. And this year we're coming in with, you know, a lot of returners. So I hope that we can jump right back into where we were last year. But, you know, with the summer break, you never know what can happen when you come back for the fall. But I'm just hoping they're able to go out there and play the type of golf that Arkansas Tech plays and improve each and every tournament.
Absolutely. And then Tuesday, September 6th, you guys will open up your 2016-17 season at Prairie Highlands Golf Club in Kansas, hosted by Southwestern Oklahoma. What are some of your expectations heading into the first tournament of the year? I mean, of course you want to win the tournament. What would you like to see out of the players in the first tournament of the year?
You know, the first tournament of the year is always a little bit tricky because we play so soon, and with our sport, we weren't allowed to start practicing until Monday. So
oh, goodness.
We get 1 week of practice. So, you know, obviously I'd love to go out there and win it. That'd be great. But realistically, expectations are just to go out there and see what we can do, see you know, how we can attack our shots, hit good shots, and where it falls, it falls. This is really just, you know, just the beginning of the year tournament. Hopefully we do well, but it'll be a place to let us know where we need to improve and where we are at this point in the year.
And you just spoke, you opened up practice Monday, so how's the team been looking so far heading into literally their first week of practice?
Well, we've had 2 days of practice, so the first day looked really good. We played out at Russellville Country Club. I thought they looked very sharp. Had a little bit of a setback yesterday with practice out at Chamberlain, but that's okay. That's golf. That's what happens. So we're going to go out today and try and correct some of the errors we made yesterday and just see what we can do.
And get better every day.
Get better every day, hopefully.
Well, good luck on your upcoming season, and we will have full highlights for you with all Golden Sons golf here on the Tech Sports Report. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Tech Sports Report.
I knew Arkansas Tech had an impressive history,
but I didn't know that my professors would look out for my future.
I knew I'd be throwing fastballs on the field, but I didn't know I'd be on the fast track to physical therapy school.
I knew my art professors had years of experience, but I didn't know that I would get real-world experience before graduation.
I knew Tech was close to home, but I didn't know it would feel like home.
Tech has one of the highest graduation rates in the state. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Welcome back to the Tech Sports Report, and it is now time for the Fight On Rewards poll question of the week. You can answer that question on the Fight On Rewards app, and if you haven't downloaded it yet, you can go onto the Apple App Store and download that, or onto the Google Play Store for Android devices. Now, here is our question. Head volleyball coach Kristy won her 300th career match with the Golden Sons last season. Who did the Golden Sons defeat in that match? Was it A, Southern Nazarene, B, Oklahoma Baptist, C, Harding, or D, Ouachita Baptist? And again, you can answer this question on the Fight On Rewards app. We've now completed our preview for the Golden Sons volleyball and golf teams here on the Tech Sports Report. Again, the Golden Sons will open up the 2016-17 season on Tuesday, September 6th at Prairie Highlands Golf Course in Olathe, Kansas, as the Golden Sons will compete in the Central Regional Fall Preview hosted by Southwestern Oklahoma. The Arkansas Tech Golden Suns volleyball team will open up their season on Friday, September 2nd at Christian Brothers for the Christian Brothers tournament in Memphis, Tennessee. Then the Golden Suns will return home for their home opener on September 13th against conference foes Southern Arkansas. That tip-off is scheduled for 6 o'clock p.m. Also, a couple things to keep in mind. The Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys football team open up their season tomorrow night under the lights as they take on conference foes Southern Nazarene with a kickoff schedule for 7 o'clock p.m. And also, the Arkansas Tech women's cross-country team will be participating in the Memphis Twilight, hosted by Christian Brothers in Memphis, Tennessee, this Saturday. For more information on anything Arkansas Tech, make sure you log on to arkansastechsports.com. Well, that wraps up our show this week. Make sure you stay tuned next week as we will have on set Wonder Boys head coach for the golf team, Luke Calcaterra, and Golden Suns cross-country head coach Tom Aspel, who will be joining us on set. And also on the show next week, we'll have highlights for the Wonder Boys football game against Southern Nazarene. But until then, we will see you guys next week. My name is Matt Jenkins, and you've been watching the Tech Sports Report.